Hello, welcome to Totally Blitz podcast. We're about to break down what happened in NFL Week 6 this year, and of course, we're gonna wrap it all up, making our Thursday night. Ooh, that's a fire cover, Kev. Well, we're making our Thursday night
Yeah.
picks from the Week 7 game where the Cincinnati Bengals host the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're 4.5 point dogs as of right now. But as I always, before we jump into this, I'm Paul Pick'em, Win'em, and I'm joined with.
Hey man, I feel like I'm Kev win them, pick them and win them. Savoy this week. I don't know, man. If I remember, it was so fun watching this week because I was like, "Oh, this is the easiest week of picks ever." I know me and Paul picked the same except for two games, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. I couldn't imagine myself picking the Dolphins this week. So I'm like, I don't think we picked the same on the Dolphins either. So every game that these niggas, it was a 1 o'clock game, a 4 o'clock game, and a Monday night game. Every game this man Paul lost on, and I was like, I love life. That's why
Yeah,
I'm feeling like this right now.
almost DC got cooked on that one. Um,
Yeah,
every
and it
game
was
you were different on. You did end up on the correct side of history.
I had the Falcons, the Bucks, and the Patriots. I think that's crazy. I would not. Those are two, literally the two teams, the
Oh
two
no, we both
franchises I
we
hit the
no we
most.
both had the Patriots.
Wait,
We're
who did
the
Dolphins play?
Falcons, Bucks, and then you had the Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, no
yeah.
way in hell I took the Saints.
And I was like, yeah, but which game do you want to talk first?
Oh, we
Wow, the
got
Falcons on Monday night since it just happened. Damn, damn. I guess we could go
I
from the
got
bottom
yeah,
to
man.
the
I
top
couldn't
if
wait to
that's what you
talk
want to
that one.
do. If that's what you want to do, Paul, I guess.
Tell me how y'all
Hey,
figured it
man.
out.
Hey, man. Come on, man. I was in Magic. Come on now. Come on now. All we got to do, Paul, is we just have to have fun when we're playing, man. If we have fun, it don't matter, man. Falcons up. Falcons up. We 3-2. We drinking Falcons brews.
Two is it a 2 game win streak?
Oh, now, man, we won on the bye too. Fuck it. We had a good bye week. I counted a 3-week win streak. We just only played two games. But nah, man, Paul, introduce what the fuck happened on Monday, please.
No, I mean Falcons came in and just laid that wood on them boys on the Bills. Like
Ah,
better. Bijan Robinson just set the tone on offense. Drake London getting all the catches. If Kyle Pitts would have came in and had like a crazy day too, you would have said everybody fucking ate crazy. But like Michael Penix is becoming more and more secured as the legitimate guy that no questions asked. And fucking the defense made Josh Allen and the boys look kind of silly. All facets. All facets.
yeah, man, this game was lit. Oh my gosh, this game felt good because we played well, but we still made mistakes. And there's some things like you know what I'm saying. We don't like Shannon Sharp says all the time. You don't accept anything any you don't accept anything in a win that you wouldn't accept in a loss type shit. So like there was some plays we needed to lock in, get some things figured out. There was that Drake London when he stepped out of bounds for that touchdown before halftime.
The
I was
last
like, oof,
hey, that was I won't even be mad at him to be honest, but I
yeah, that
understand
would
what
have.
you could have did. But
But then I saw there's some dude in the next drive when the Bills scored, and I was like, see, that's what Drake London should have did. But it's cool though. It happens. The straight hustle and the shows that we win it, and we have room to improvement and get better. So like, yeah, but my Falcons played their fucking ass off. John came in, did what he needed to do, 81-yard rush, and they said that's like his highest rush over 40, first rush over 40 yards or some shit like that. And I was like, that's crazy. And then Drake London was a baller. He was a gamer. Michael Penix was doing his thing. But this all came through because we started it on the line. Jake Matthews got hurt and was out for the game, and we still was able to um protect Michael Penix. He got sacked 3 times, but overall, he definitely had time in the pocket. We figured things out, quick
Josh Allen wishes
passes.
he only got sacked like fucking. I think Josh Allen's fighting for his life on the other side.
Oh yeah, we was busting that nigga ass. We was on his head toppers, making him uncomfortable, showing him different looks. Jeff Ulbrich in this defense, they looking good, man. They looking good right now. Ah,
Yeah.
I'm loving the culture that we're bringing because our defense was lit. Because I don't think our defense has a whole bunch of crazy names. I just feel like our defense knows how to work with each other, and when it's time to get lit, they get lit. I'm not gonna lie, I got scared because you know me, I be a second half. First half was cool. First half we bust y'all ass. It was nice. It would have been nice to be up 27 to 14, but 21-14 is cool.
They're
But then
bad.
sec and then second half, I was like halftime, I'm like, bro, job's not finished. We gotta lock in. Second half, James Cook starts cooking a little bit. They score a touchdown, block a field goal. Like it was 14-21 for the longest. But our team just didn't give up. They didn't take their foot off the gas. And that was what made it different. I feel like in the past, our Falcons teams have taken our foot off the gas in that situation. And now these two losses don't look as crazy because it's like a 30-0 to the Panthers. What the fuck was going on in that fucking game?
But it
And then
wasn't
we lost.
it wasn't just that y'all made stops. It was in the fourth quarter when the Bills typically turn it on. It's still 14-21, and the Bills had two drives in the fourth quarter where they went three and out before y'all kicked the field goal to make it two possessions. Like there was two times y'all gave Josh Allen the ball, and y'all's defense they gained 0 yards in both those drives. Like y'all defense three and out them back to back, made them punt it, take more time off the clock, and then eventually Penix like came down for the field goal. But like
Facts.
full domination. Because everyone, I know me personally, I had the Bills. I was sitting there, all right, this is when the things happen. And I would say that the refs, low key, I felt like were also kind of hoeing the Falcons on certain calls where I was just sitting there like, oh, this is when they hold the fuck out. The Bills now come in now. Like this is where the Bills make that drive after that call, but it never happened. Y'all just like stepped on their throat.
Say it louder for the niggas in the back, Paul. It never happened.
I'm
But yeah,
just
that
mad
was a great
because
win.
fucking let Josh Allen play the Miami Dolphins. He turns into fucking the greatest football player to ever play.
I mean, bro, sometimes you don't have Jeff Wilbur as your defensive coordinator, bro.
It
But no,
looks
our
like it, bro.
secondary, I love to see when our secondary is locked in like they were, though. Definitely great. I just think there's times when you can beat our defense. Like if you can like out strategize, but you can't out game us a lot of games. So yeah, this was a good one for us. I think we need to keep this momentum up. This division is more than wide open for us to win, even though everybody glazing pants Tampa, but them boys is 5-1. We're 3-2. Like we had a bye, and Young Ho Koo missed the field goal first game. So like we got to see them boys again.
Are you happy with Parker Romo? Is he the long term answer?
It don't matter, bro. Just make the shit. I'm happy when the Falcons make every field goal in the game. That's the happiest you
That's
see me.
goal number one.
Yeah, if we can make every field goal.
We're
I'm
good,
drinking
good
Falcon.
shot. We're
I,
good standing.
I'm drinking Falcon Brews regardless. If we made every field goal, I'm drinking Falcon Brews regardless. Bud Light sponsor me.
That may have been your favorite game, the most electrifying game for you. But that Monday night, the craziest game was probably the Bears Washington, where Washington fumbles the fucking ball up, and Jaden Daniels fucks mishandles the shit when he tries to hand it off. Give the Bears the ball, but they only needs really a first down, and they kick the fucking game. What would be the game-winning field goal with zeros on the clock?
Mind you, them boys got the field goal blocked. Just like literally the possession before this.
And this is the trend this year. Field goals. I mean, the special teams has been snapping, so it is on the line at all times. And but I don't know. Like they started the game with turnovers, they end the game with turnovers. Washington had like two back-to-back big turnovers and to start the game off. They lose the game on a turnover, and that's just to me like you playing sloppy ball. Jaden Daniels played pretty good, minus the interception and then the fumble there, but you can't turn over the ball three times and within your own like 20 or 30 and expect to win the game because they set up
Especially in the fourth quarter. You're
they
asking somebody to whoop your ass.
9 free points they gave them boys because all three of those turnovers were on their side of the 50. So it's like, oh, like thank you for the fucking free field goal. Worst case scenario.
Nah, no cap. And it was funny. I was watching this game with a group of dudes from Chicago. So it was funny. So we was watching the game and they were like, they of course they had the Bills because anybody can make picks nowadays. But but they were making they were and I was telling them like, hey yo, watch us hold it down, watch us get this fourth quarter stop. Put it on folks, put it on folks. And bro had the audacity to look at me and say, well, like your team enough to put it on folks. I was like, that's crazy because I never knew it. I never thought about it. But I don't really like the fucking Bears like that. I don't got no beef with them.
But
I
I
like
don't
your
root for
team.
him.
Yeah, I like your team enough to put them on folks.
I kind of like the
So,
Packers more than I like y'all.
oh, I told him I like the Vikings more than I like y'all niggas.
Yeah. I like the
But
Lions more than I like y'all.
but I love the Lions, though. That's different. But uh, but
Jake
yeah, there
Moody,
was
the
this.
hero, too.
Yeah, the shit was so funny. They said Debo Samuel losing another game because of Jake Moody. But that was another thing they talked about, like kickers changing scenery, going to new places, and then getting a nice fresh start, some new grass, and they back on fire. But this was a good game. How do you feel about Caleb Williams? Because niggas is glazing right now. They're first quarterback ever to have 5 games start the season's first 5 games with 200 yards and a touchdown. And I'm
He's
like,
on pace. He's on pace to throw for over 4,000 yards, which I know don't sound
nice.
crazy, but over
Why not?
4,000 yards is that'd be the first ever Bears quarterback in history to have more than 4K. I mean, he's not playing bad. I know he has some losses, but like the last couple of weeks, they won 3 games in a row. I know it was against the Vegas and the Cowboys, and now Washington. Washington, good defense. The other two, you can't really say the same about. But
They got a favorable schedule.
he's only thrown 2 picks, and that's the name of the game. Like, and that was like his biggest weakness. So if we're gonna start like, and he has certain factors that you can't really teach, but I still think Drake May right now is looking like the best out of the class. Still sticking with it, but Caleb Williams is not. He's looking like a guy that will be a quarterback for probably the next 10 years. We'll see what's his ceiling because he looks like he's getting better. I think like last week or the week before he threw like 4 touchdowns in a game.
That's that Ben Johnson.
Like like I can't hate on that.
I could find a way. Let me look.
But starting from the top to bottom on Sunday, starting off with one of the worst games probably ever in London. Jets lose what's technically a home game against the Broncos 13-11. Honestly, neither team deserved to win. This was disgusting. Neither team. Justin Fields is the story because the motherfucker had negative net passing yards to end the game. Um,
Seen that.
Halftime he had like 5 yards going into halftime. I was in the middle of the third quarter. He had like 17 passing yards, which is disgusting. Like, what are we doing right now? Definitely not the Aaron Glenn start. Is he on the hot seat being 0-6? Are you letting that boy stay around since it's his first ever start as his first ever head coaching position? But on the other side, 4-2 the ugly way are the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch this game. I actually opted out to go do laundry. And I was like, oh, I'll throw the game on the laundromat. And I looked again and I was like, I'm not watching the Jets and the Broncos. What? So when I was watching Twitter and seeing everybody clowning this game about how much of a snoozer it was, and I was like, the only touchdown the Broncos scored was like in the first quarter or something like that. But it was just like, oh, it was one of those games. I'm glad I did my laundry instead.
Yeah, fucking Justin if Justin Fields could get a fucking first down, maybe the Jets could do something, but it's bad when they're asking questions in the presser like, is Justin Fields going to be the starter moving forward? That's not a good look. Then we had starting off, I'm just open it up. The Dolphins losing at home to the Chargers 27-29. This close. Tua walks them down. 46 seconds left. We scored the game. What I thought was going to be the game winning touchdown. But once again, our defense just absolutely blows it. I know we had the ball with like 6 seconds left and two of those interception, but like we should have won. Like our deep, like letting up 29 points. This should have been the game. It's a different narrative. It's Tua walks him down, 46 seconds left, wins the game at home. Dolphins get a good win at home. It's Waddle's potentially getting shipped out for a first round pick. Yeah, like first round right now. They're talking trading him out. Mike McDaniel, his ass is better already start clearing off his big dog. Tyreek Hill,
Mhm.
if you come back, you better hope it's not for the Dolphins. And Tua saying shit to the media, and then now the team don't fuck with him, and the team is basically he had to apologize today for what he said to the media after this game.
I did hear him say some shit. What he say?
He says he's like our leaders need to be more accountable. People aren't even showing up to meetings, da, da, da. And then the team's basically like, bro, like that's not something you say to the media. You keep that in house. And so now the team openly basically said, yeah, he shouldn't have said that. Like other players are saying, yeah, and he said, yeah, I apologize. Probably should have said that. The team not fucking with him right now. It's bad on all cylinders. This loss on Sunday is just the last straw on the camel's back. Like it showed even if we could do everything right, we still suck at the end of the fucking day. Chargers look good on the other hand. Justin Herbert silently, if the Chargers win the division, we haven't heard much. We're hearing the combos about Dak. We're hearing the combos about Baker. Mahomes is low key the leader right now in statistics and of on betting websites for MVP. But Herbert low key could win MVP if the Chargers keep balling like this.
Yeah, I mean, his QBR was 64.7. But
Went through for 264, bro, and he was throwing them bitches on the run sidearm in that bit. Like
yeah, I was about to say,
there's a couple plays that were just kind of crazy.
I think it's a O line. For me, it's an O line thing right now. I don't think his O line wants to see him really eat type
They're
shit.
hurt. The two All Pro
Yeah.
players are out for like for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, the O line doesn't want to see them, but he live right now because he be running for his life, figuring out these quick passes. But no, I mean, I think the receivers stepped up crazy this game, even though there wasn't like crazy yards. Because Lad McConkey getting that fucking reception to get them in field goals in the last 46 seconds, and when he got the touchdown, these are all like baller ass plays. Like they weren't just like he really went up there and got up there to go get it type shit. So it was fun seeing this team kind of lock in and win as a unit.
Yeah, and Omar and Hampton out for the next few weeks, so the backup Vidal coming in putting up like 100 something yards was kind of good for him. But yeah, Dolphins are in hell. Steelers
Mm.
win 23-9 over the Browns. Dylan Gabriel I threw the ball for like 52 attempts, only threw for like 200 yards. Quinton Junkins 36 yards on the ground. Didn't look good. Steelers didn't look great, but their defense got so many stops that the offense had unlimited tries to get the ball down the field. And give Aaron Rodgers and the boys enough tries, they're gonna work that bitch down the field and score some touchdowns. And they kind of just stayed in the lead and never looked back against the Browns. The Browns probably are arguably the worst team in the league right now.
Decent defense.
The defense is great. Miles Garrett bitching and moaning, talking about we should like, oh, I don't want to be on a team that loses. Motherfucker, you had the
You
chance.
signed a contract.
Yeah, like you doubled down getting all that money. I don't want to hear that now.
Yeah, I mean they got a decent defense, but like you said, Aaron Rodgers and the boys were kind of just locked in, and the Steelers defense didn't let the Browns do anything.
Absolutely nothing. You punt the ball enough times, your offense is gonna go down the field. Patriots beat the Saints 25-19. Drake May once again, bro, is just fucking lighting the world on fire. Throws for another 3 touchdowns, 53-yard touchdown to Demario Douglas. There was another touchdown to Stephon Diggs that was for like 60 yards that got called back, which was this a bogus ass call, but not enough to hold back this Patriot squad, who currently is in first in the AFC East over the Buffalo Bills, thanks to your Falcons, Kev.
Yes, sir. Tell them they can send us a thank you card in the mail.
Yeah, and they beat the Bills, so they got the tiebreaker. But yeah, Drake May's lighting the world on fire. They just need a run game, and I was talking about this earlier in the group chat. Rico Dowdle, RB1 in the Panthers. If Chuba Hubbard gets traded, or if Rico Dowdle gets traded, watch it be the Patriots try to get themselves a good running back.
Yeah, motherfucking.
Because Ramondre Stevenson not cutting it.
I mean, the Saints tried to win this. See, this is what be killing me about the Saints. They keep be having some fight in them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, no. The Saints definitely be Spencer Rattler is not as bad as a quarterback as I thought he was. And Olave came out looking good too, but they be fighting. They feisty. They gonna win another one before it's all said and done.
Yeah, they could win like two or three, maybe four. But yeah, this team definitely. But this Patriots team is starting to show more and more what you was telling me about, Paul. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker Paul's about to be right about another quarterback.
Then we had it was an ugly win. Probably should have been more. But the Rams beat the Ravens 17-3. At no point was this a ball game. The Ravens got a couple stops, a couple turnovers, and he thought maybe they could come down and make it scary, but then they just punt the ball or turn it over or back to the Rams. And then the
Crazy work.
did enough to win this ball game. Not what they should have did, but enough to win.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting a better showing from the Rams, but Puka Nakua going down, that definitely had something to do with it.
Facts.
And then as well as I mean, Kyron Williams scored, so it's not like the running game wasn't going off crazy like that. But yeah, and the Ravens tried to show life with their defense a little bit, but this team needs help immediately.
Then we had what was arguably the best game on the slate. The Colts 31 to the Cardinals 27. Kyler didn't get to play. Game time decision. Jacoby Brissett comes in. Jacoby Brissett revenge game against the Colts was always on the table when that became the reality. And he balled the fuck out. And
Yeah, he was locked in.
he did the best he fucking could to win this as a backup that came in the last notice. 320 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. But Colts ultimately get the win at home 31-27. And it was Jonathan Taylor who scared me in my parlay because I had a parlay from scoring a touchdown. He didn't score all the way until it was the game winning touchdown towards the end of the fourth quarter. But Colts keeping it alive, 5-1. Another who would have thought at this point that we got the Colts be sitting here at 5-1. I thought Daniel Jones would come in hooping, but I didn't think this.
Mm-mm. I didn't know that boy was hooping like that.
The whole
But
new
yeah,
culture.
yeah, they definitely this is the culture that they've been wearing the cool. But it was so scary watching this game because they're like, why the fuck are the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett cooking right now? No James Conner,
No Trey Benson.
just making it work. But yeah, it definitely shows that the Colts aren't nothing to fuck with. And they got to keep going because this division, if they can keep stacking division wins while Texans are on the bye, Jaguars losing shit like that, shit looks good.
Then we had the Jaguars losing at home 12-20 with the Seahawks again to win on the road. The coach what you were talking about, I guess, keeps that win record going. That shit's kind of crazy. Um, Cooper Kupp gets a touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba gets a touchdown. Brian Thomas even gets a touchdown in this game. He's coming back slowly here. But Sam Darnold started the season off slowly. After 2 games, I was writing him off. I think we both were talking shit about him. But 4-2, he's looking good. Jackson Smith and Jigba is he's going 162 yards and a touchdown on 8 catches. He's looking absolutely crazy right now as a wide receiver one. I see why they traded out DK Metcalf because they had to make room for Kid.
Yeah, I mean, he's like I think he leads the league when it comes to percentage of targets.
He's
or some
making
shit like
them
that.
bitches work.
He's insane. He's going stupid right now. And I was hot because I had Cooper Cup on the fantasy. And I'm looking at him play every goal line snap like, oh, this motherfucker's about to score. He's on my bench. I started Dobbs and shit.
And I mean, the Jags didn't really do much this game. Travis Hunter, he's like third, I think, in Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year odds. And I swear to God, if he wins Defensive Player of the Year odds, that shit's great because he hasn't really done nothing on the defense. He's at least shown some flashes on offense.
Mhm.
Panthers get the win at home, 30-27 against the Cowboys. The Panthers are 3-0 at home. Rico Dowdle told them boys to buckle up, and I don't think I actually seen a player tell the other team, give the other team bulletin material, and then actually come in and fucking do it before.
You must
Joe
not have you must not have been around for T.O.
must not have been around, but
But
fucking
nah, that shit was
Rico
gangster,
did it.
kid.
Big Rico.
Yeah, that shit was gangster because they were snapping. You knew this Cowboys defense wasn't about to come in doing shit. But the Panthers offense did enough. And shout out Bryce Newton. That boy was cooking a little piece too.
Bryce Newens. The worst part was it was tied up, 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cowboys get it, and then they end up going three and out, punt the ball. You don't expect the Panthers. You don't know the Panthers to be a team that just takes the whole clock out. And then boys methodically moved that bitch down, took the whole 6 minutes off the clock to hit that game
All
winning
that.
field goal.
That's what happens when you're running back ball.
Rico Dowdle did it to the boys. Couldn't you knew they were running? Couldn't stop it. Ted McMillan didn't do much. He only caught like three passes, but two touchdowns out of those three. Like the rookie didn't get any touchdowns all year. Comes and gets two this week. Dak is playing his fucking heart out, and the Cowboys defense is just it's up there with the Miami Dolphins when it comes in terms of the worst defense out there.
I think it's crazy you ain't give no spotlight to George Pickens. That motherfucker was
Oh,
hoping.
wide receiver one without CD is snapping. What did he
Hoping.
have? 168 and a touchdown.
And don't forget the hurdle. Just jump straight over, dude. ESPN called him Air Pickens.
And Rico Dowdle, 2 games as a starter, he's the number 5 rushing running back in the NFL with 472.
And people picked him up off of the just waiver wire, just chilling. I've heard so many stories of, yeah, I just randomly picked him up off the waiver wire.
We'll see. Chuba comes back soon. Trade deadline coming up. Like I said, I
That boy
expect
good.
they pay Chuba a lot of money. I expect one of the two to get moved, and whoever gets moved, I won't be shocked if the Patriots are going to be the team that is looking for a running back in the trade deadline.
Yeah, I'd have to get one of them boys. I tell him I don't even care which one you give me. I'd low keep prefer Rico though.
You
He
prefer
hot right now. He hot right now. Rico.
Then we got next game on the slate here, 4 o'clock games. I don't know this, but the Raiders win 20-10 over the Titans. Raiders finally get a win after losing. They won the opener or whatever, but they lost 4 games in a row. But the fucking Titans, bro, they another team I know they come off that win last week before this, but they are arguably the worst team in the league. And at least with the Dolphins, we put up like 29. Like we moved the ball down. Like as a Titans fan, I feel like it's rough out here trying to watch a game every fucking week because they don't be like putting up points and making shit exciting.
Yeah, that win last week seems like such a fluke after the performance they put out this week. But yeah, like he said, they're kind of cooked. I don't didn't they haven't fired the coach yet?
Oh, they fired the coach after this one.
Oh yeah, I was I think I seen I just didn't check my own sources, but I seen a notification about you getting fired. But yeah, they gotta take this offense somewhere because you have a star talent in Cam. I want to say star talent. You have a dude that you can develop in Cam Ward and put some pieces around him that are. that'll work a little bit better than the Calvin Ridley and them boys right now. But if you losing to Pete Carroll, and I asked what Pete Carroll's record was against rookie quarterbacks, but I'm guessing it's pretty good the way they had Cam Ward looking.
And I will say, Geno Smith has 10 interceptions since week 6. So fucking, it's crazy out here for people. It's fucking nuts.
10 interceptions is insane. And still got a dub. And they're playing without Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Gentry gets himself a touchdown. That was part of my parlay I cooked up for my boss. That was 20 to win 2 bands.
Hmm.
It was nothing crazy. It was Chan touchdown, Gentry touchdown, CMC touchdown, Josh Taylor touchdown, and then Kyron
All
Williams,
right.
Kyron Williams
All
touchdown, and Quentin Williams, not Quentin, Xavier Worthy, and Sam Laporta.
oh. Oh, damn. Damn, that's a crazy. I would have been mad at you for doing that, to give me that.
I was out there cooking. But yeah, no, Raiders get the dub here. They're far and few between. We'll see how they look for the rest of the season. Don't expect much stuff from them.
Yeah, Cam Ward
Buccaneers,
got sacked 6 times.
they fired the coach. We'll see how the next week is when they play the Patriots. My favorite game back in Tennessee.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll get into that next week. But yeah, bad signing for them. Buccaneers get the win at home. They're screaming MVP for Baker, number one team in the NFL on I think it's like 6 of the 6 major power ranking sites. They are number one power ranked team. Buccaneers 30 to the 49ers 19. And I was there live. And I saw with my own eyeballs this man Baker. And Kev, it's true. He is Timothy. Unfortunately, I had to diagnose it. Gangster recognized gangster. He looking quite familiar.
I mean, 256, 2 touchdowns, 17 for 23. Didn't have to do much. Three
But he was
rushes for.
throwing, and Buka got hurt like early. And
Hmm.
then he was throwing the me and you out there.
I mean, yeah, but he still completed passes. They were just short. And then and he he had a 15-yard run. That shit was a fucking highlight. So like he played well. I got respect for Brody. And when he get his weapons back, the offense is only gonna do more and get better type shit. But I'm not the biggest to glazer of these guys when it comes to like this number one in the power rankings. I just think there's like no definitive team right now. So like they're the ones that's just playing the best. It's Ravens is looking, Bengals is looking, Chiefs, they got the dub this week. So like now niggas is kind of glazing a little bit. Eagles, boo. Lions, they cool, but they still be losing like this week. So like the Bucks are number one in this in a at a part of the season where not too many other teams like look like they haven't fully figured out yet. No hate though. Shout out them. They is balling. Them niggas hooping.
And I will say they put up 30 this game. It's just they're averaging. I don't know what they're at, but I just know like last week they put up like a 30 plus. The week prior 20 something. It's like I've yet to see them put out even when they lost to the Eagles, they put up like 24 or something. They haven't
Mhm.
looked bad yet.
I mean, who makes that field goal? I don't know.
Hey, bro, you feeling yourself too right now. You get 2 wins.
I've been saying that since the first day. I've been saying that since he missed.
Shit, we'll see how Parker Romo look. Cause uh don't y'all play
Yeah,
them in like 3 weeks, two
I
weeks?
hope so. I haven't checked the schedule, but I fucking hope so. I don't think we played him for a while though. I think we played y'all in 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably do, I think actually. Then we
Yeah,
got
man.
the Packers get the dub over Joey Flacco and the Bengals 27-18.
He tried it.
He did. It was look, third quarter was still 10-7. I was saying that I could this was my survivor pick was the Packers. Surprise, I moved on. We're down to the final 15 in that motherfucker. But The Packers are spooking me kind of because they weren't moving the ball on one of the worst defenses in the league. Trey Henderson wasn't playing, and it's like, hey, like what are we doing here? It wasn't until the fourth quarter when the Packers finally did something, and then even then, Joe Flacco try his best to make it a ball game again, and I was like, yo, these motherfuckers just won't go away.
Yeah, nothing but love for fucking Joe Flacco because this man is just coming to teams and doing whatever he can to get some fucking wins. And mind you, when he first got signed, Jit came straight off the couch type shit.
Oh yeah, straight from the. No one wanted him for a little bit.
And now people are getting rid of him because he's making other starting quarterbacks nervous.
But even with Joe Flacco, no more Jake Browning. Did you feel like they at least look better offensively with Joe Flacco than with Jake Browning?
One
Or
thousand percent. Because like even Jamar Chase had a phenomenal game. And even T. Higgins, it was sad because I watched him get stopped at the goal line, knowing I needed that touchdown. But it's cool. But nah, they definitely looked way better. And it showed that like this team, I'm not gonna say when they're healthy they can really make something shake, but they really are waiting for some key injuries to come back.
then we had our final game, the game we knew all around stunk on the money line. We took it against our will. We took the Lions, but we knew that that the line stunk betting wise. But yeah, Chiefs 30-17 here at home. Everyone's saying that Mahomes and them boys got their swagger back. Fucking Hollywood Brown catches a couple touchdowns here. Xavier Worthy gets one of them boys, and the Goff and them boys looked like they was pouting, and it didn't look good. That one, you look like you're pouting, and then Brian Branch swings on Juju. Not gonna lie, I was happy about it, but you still can't swing on you can't swing on somebody in the National Football League, especially if you lose. Because at the end of the game, it don't look good.
And they was talking about Pacheco. It looked like Pacheco was trying to break that shit up. And then that's when Juju came in and tried to get a couple more licks in it and it turned into a brawl a little bit. But it took a sec because the refs were not getting in that. The refs went home. The refs
Yeah,
were
the
like, yo,
rest
this
of it,
is
yeah,
not my
pack this shit
problem.
up, bro. Y'all, the clock's at 0. Our job's over.
Yeah, they literally said the refs are walking off the field right now. I was like, oh shit, who's stopping this?
Yeah, what are we? What are we doing? Almost turned into a UFC fight on Sunday. But
And then
as a ball game,
Patrick
that's,
Mahomes said first, and the first thing in the interviews, he's like, "Man, we play between the numbers, all this extracurricular shit. They could keep that."
I mean, between the numbers, they definitely did their job. Mahomes throws 3 of them tutties. He's leading the league. I mean, he's leading the odds for the MVP. I don't think he should be, but it could be. I mean, he's a big fair. He's a big name. Jared Goff and I mean, Jameer Gibbs did absolutely nothing this game. He got handed himself. Fucking the whole run game got stuffed. Chris Jones dominated that D line. Didn't look good if you're a Lions fan. You play some good high end talent, and you got fucking ran off the road.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was bad because mind you, I got Jameer Gibbs, but it is what it is. The Lions definitely got no offense after like the third quarter, like halfway through the third, maybe even low key most of the third, truthfully. But I don't know what the fuck the Chiefs were on this game for them to shut down the Lions. They're probably one of the most prolific offenses in the league right now.
Historic pace. They're averaging some crazy numbers through like first 6 weeks or first 5 weeks.
Yeah, but you might be on to something when you say the Chiefs got their swagger back because Rasheed Rice is coming back. They got options to get start getting better and as they get healthy.
In our final game here, Kev, we recap them all. So let's make our picks for this Thursday night coming up tomorrow. The Cincinnati Bengals, 4.5 point dogs. They opened at 5.5 point dogs. So people are backing the Bengals on the spread here at home with the Pittsburgh Steelers coming into town. Joe Flacco versus the Steelers. Mike Tomlin has big respect for that boy. Can does he got one more in him here? People definitely are betting towards the Bengals side, not money line, but just spread wise, putting the points on them. Do you think the Bengals and Joe Flacco and the boys are going to come in? Now he finally got a week underneath the belt. He's getting practice reps with the wide receiver ones. Is he coming in? He's at home here. Is he knocking off the other 40-year-old quarterback in Aaron Rodgers?
I don't expect him to, but this team, the Steelers team, even though they have a good record, have played some pretty ugly games with teams that they probably shouldn't be playing ugly games with. I don't see Joe Flacco like kind of having two decent games in a row. Think they got some film on that boy last week, so now they know what to expect a little bit. But I'm expecting the Steelers to come in to get this dub because they got to keep widening this gap while the Ravens and Bengals don't have their lives figured out.
My gut's telling me, nah, you gotta take Joe Flacco here, fucking at home with the reps. Fucking the defense for the Steelers doesn't haven't really played really good competition. Yeah, they're 4-2, but it's probably one of the most fraudulent 4-2s out there right now in the market.
Oh no,
But
there's a couple of fraudulent 4-2s.
but I just can't pull the trigger on it. I gotta go. TJ Watt's playing ball. I gotta trust Mike Tomlin. Like it's not just Joe Flacco. I gotta remember there's an O line that has to protect him, and that O line has to block TJ Watt. And TJ Watt
Doesn't like
can't
being
be
blocked.
blocked against an O line of that caliber, and he could definitely wreck this game. And that's where I'm kind of hoping for a couple of Joey Flacco interceptions will come in clutch here. Uh, give me the Steelers here as well. Give me the Steelers here and give me them big.
I, I respect it. But yeah, I mean, damn. That last week of football was low-key so lit that like the way that it segued into this week felt so smooth.
Yeah, and then I'm not gonna lie, as a Survivor person who picks this week, not a lot of locks coming up this league. There is very few games that are like one sided anymore. Like there's a lot of games where it could go either way. So can't wait to make the picks there. Appreciate everybody for watching along. As always, go down, and like and subscribe. Comment who y'all got coming up this Thursday night football. I'm Paul Pickawinno with the Falcon Bud Light Man himself, Kev
Come on,
Waterboy
man.
Boy. And if y'all didn't